Hello, Wakeful family. I speak clearly here, so what I'm getting ready to do is slice up my first ever pineapple. Now, I've eaten fresh pineapple, but I've never cut one up, cleaned it and cut it. Cleaned it and sliced it myself. So I figured since I'm rebranding that I would video this as content. So here goes. And I went on Pinterest, and Pinterest had, oh my gosh, so many videos on what to do with pineapple. Even some really cool, pretty things that you could do for meals and stuff. All right then, so I've had this for a couple of days. It was totally green when I got it, and it's like getting yellowy now, and the leaves are like drying a little. I didn't have it in a well-lit place, so here goes. Now I have a total right shoulder replacement, so I don't get to do things totally, oh my goodness. What I would call normal. I have to ad lib on things. But I'm a widow, a senior, and my children live hundreds of miles away. My daughter and 2 grandsons. Everybody's adults. And I'm the second oldest in my family. Everybody older than me, besides that one cousin, have passed on. So, these young people, rent is like $2,000 and $3,000. So these kids don't have a whole lot of time to be fooling with me. Okay, there's the pineapple top. Go ahead, Alicia. Oh, I speak clearly. My real name is Alicia. It said to cut the top off and cut the bottom off. Let's see. Oh, this knife right here. The not fancy one. Seems to be. I'll probably use this one. I probably could maybe sharpen these things up. That might be it. I don't know. Yeah, my husband passed away in 2015. Actually, in February. But his birthday is this month. But anyway, he passed away in 2015. And I lived in Missouri for like 29 years. Got sober in Missouri. I have 26 years of sobriety. Mama had been ailing for a while. So after my husband passed, a month or so later, I moved back to my hometown, which is Washington, D.C. And, yeah. So, Mom passed 5 years after I got back. And then my baby sister. Then it said to make a V shape to get this part out. So let's see. But yeah, so yeah, I spend tons of time by myself. And I got so many social media platforms. So I could aggravate people now. So I could be a blessing and plant in their life. And, have some virtual socialization for myself. I don't date. Let's see, he passed in 2015. I don't date. Period. I don't do. I'm celibate. Been celibate for 12 or 13 years. And it really does make you a little bit stronger spiritually. They teach men semen retention. I've never heard anybody wanting to teach women that, but I can say that I'm more in tune with myself by being celibate. I smell totally like me. TMI. I'm very transparent. So, it's just a blessing, but just trying to do some things differently on Wakeful. So I want to thank everybody for support. It's awesome. I love it. I've been on since, looking at some of the videos posted today, looks like I started in March. And, it's awesome. So, now, I'm like in my late 60s, so most of my personal people that are on my social media are around my age, and they have misgivings about the Wakeful link. They don't want to do it. And the young people claim I'm seeing too much, and I do too much, and we know I can. And that's okay. I'm still a work in progress. They won't try it either. So, that's why I kind of hang out and create the content and do the super like thing. And I enjoy it. I really do. It's really nice and peaceful. Some of y'all be having me rolling. Being a bright spot in my life and in my day. Yeah. It's kind of hard, but you know, I'm right-handed, so my right side is my dominant side, but after the shoulder replacement, the left, I had to use the left because the right was out of order for quite some time. And here's some more. Quite a bit. Okay. In real life, mostly all the women, except for my mom, we both had careers and worked, and I also had the career with the little crack cocaine too. I took a pause for a cause from life and did that as well. But Mama and I really did never get into cooking, so since I came back in DC before my sister passed, I picked up some skills. I picked up tons of skills in Missouri. I know how to start a charcoal fire for barbecue. I know how to barbecue. You pop all the meat first. I know how to fish. I love to fish. That's not gonna work. So yeah, I wanted to make some new content. Do it differently. And get out of doing what's comfortable. Yeah, get out of that. Now this right here, this, I don't know. I love pineapple. I don't know about nobody else. We all grown folks. Way back in the day when I would go to the buffets at the casino, I would get that pineapple. And I discovered I was getting it so often. I discovered, oh my, pineapple is a aphrodisiac for me. I was like, oh my. So, I rebuke that. In the name of Yahushua. I don't need no aphrodisiac mess going on. I guess I could take this out. I'm not like, oh, what made me think about the cooking part is I'm constantly washing my hands. I learned how to make crab cakes, homemade ones, and when I went to Hampton, Virginia with my brother to his in-laws, I was cooking and they were watching me and they were like, you gotta love on your food. You're not loving your food. I think I was cooking with some plastic gloves on my hands. She was like, your food's not gonna taste like nothing. You gotta connect with your food and love on it. And yeah. So I wash my hands, I don't know how many times. I washed my hands there. Before my grandmother, when I was a little girl, I was my grandmother's first granddaughter. The cousin older than me is a boy, so she taught me how to make homemade apple pie, biscuits. You see me posting the coleus flower, the plant, a lot. That was my very first plant that she got for me to take care of. She taught me how to crochet. She taught me how to braid hair. She taught me how to sew. She taught me how to be a hustler. I think the first time I ever gambled, which you wouldn't think of it as gambling, she used to take me to Pennsylvania, Dutch Country, Pennsylvania, and they would have the fair there, and they would have those little ducks in the water, and you pick them up for a dime. We're talking late 60s. You pick them up for a dime, and whatever it said on the bottom was your prize. So I got a kick out of that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just a regular old lady enjoying Wayful and enjoying you all. And grateful to be in the land of the living. You know, I made a video, but I deleted it because you could see my shadow. I'm not real that good with Canva yet to get rid of things that I want out the video. But anyway, you could see my shadow, and I was smoking a cigarette, and I was like, oh, nah, that's disgusting. But in the video, I was talking about when I have a difficult time, or when I'm disturbed or bothered, and there's another person or thing involved. I have started, because I did therapy. Shout out to Mental Health Matters Month, Mental Health Awareness Month. I have learned through therapy for double-digit decades that it's not what's on the outside of me that's disturbing me. It's an inside job. And I sat back and I thought about it. I said, OMG, Mother's Day coming up. And, you know, of course, got one auntie. She's younger than I. She's not a mom. Sisters are gone. One was not a mom. My daughter. These young people is something else. She said, you don't supposed to be getting me no gift. I'm not your mother. You ain't supposed to get your mom a gift. So, I listened to that child because she was born in the beginning of April. And she don't play. Look at that. So, if my grandma... Oh, no. Is that another piece? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's 2 more pieces. Okay. If my grandmother was here, she'd be like, girl, you left all the meat on the skin. She taught me how to peel potatoes, and she used to be like, oh, girl, you peeling away my potato. So she taught me how to, really get close to that potato. I grew up in Washington, D.C., and so things was tight a whole lot of times, especially during the Vietnam War era, the unalivement of both Kennedys, Bobby and John, the unalivement of Dr. Martin Luther King. I guess also Malcolm X as well. And so, at different points, things just tight. They burn DC down. Well, not the whole DC, but you know what I mean. It was a hot mess. Woke up that morning, peeped out the window, couldn't go outside. We had the National Guard outside our bedroom window. It was just that bad. So, my grandmother taught me a bunch of stuff where you save and make do with what you have. So, yeah, so she would look at this and be like, girl, look at all that meat. See, she would probably, my knife probably not sharp enough, but she probably would get all that. But, I need to, get ready for the Sabbath. I've tried every Friday to do the Sabbath, and I never do it perfectly. Sometimes I miss the mark all the way all together. I'm gonna stick this in a plastic bag though. You know why? Because as I'm traveling around on social media, always run into something, especially on YouTube. You always run into something that say you can use this for this. I'm not gonna keep it forever. I'm gonna keep it at least this weekend. And use that. And I don't know if you're supposed to rinse it again, but I'm rinsing it. Because, they use so many pesticides here. I'm not sure if this came out of a garden in Maryland, like with no pesticides. Tastes good. Now look, I very rarely put my teeth in, so I know I'm not gonna put my face on camera. The pandemic did that. I didn't have to wear them, and even if I went outside, I had a mask on, so I'd have to wear them. So I'm really, really bad habit. But I will bend over a little bit. Delicious. Well, stop. Thank you for spending time with me. Like, comment, and share. And for the people that be asking for super likes, excuse me, it'd be nice if you liked and comment and shared posts sometimes. You know, do a few little things. But I want to thank y'all for spending this little bit of time with me. Have a blessed day. Toodles.